Welcome to the show. This is Tom Chesser with Business Innovators Magazine and host of Business Innovators Radio. We are here today, an unbelievably beautiful day in Orlando, Florida. And I am here with my very special featured guest, the fabulous Camille Robb. And Camille, there's so much that I could say about you. It has been dying, I think, 3, 4, 5 months to get you on my show so we could actually celebrate the power of what you are doing out there. This is a celebration show. And today what you're going to see is you're going to see there are some remarkable individuals that have come and joined the show to celebrate with Camille the fabulous things that she's doing out there in the lives of so many people. And you're going to be able to hear from them. You're going to be able to see them. They are just excited to be here. They're from all over the world, to be honest with you. We have people from here from Brazil. We have people from all over the world. It's just amazing opportunity for these people to come in here. And all of them jumped on the show. And I didn't even know how many was going to be on it today. And they're in the green room right now waiting to get to be a part of this. But before we get started with introducing who they are, and letting them go in there and talk about you, Camille, I just want to talk about you a little bit more because really Camille Robb is the CEO of Just Fabulous Care, JFC Global Concierge Service, JFC for You Inc., which I believe is a nonprofit. And she's been an advocate for children. I want you to hear this. She's been an advocate for children for over 25 years. And that she's got a tremendous history and she's got a great track record of her accomplishments that she's done with children and education and that kind of thing. So today, she's also a motivational speaker. She's a mentor. She's an entrepreneur and she's an author. So Camille, I want to just say, welcome to the show.
Oh, Tom. Thank you, my Tom. I know you've been trying to get me to come on this show for the longest, and my schedules have been a bit crazy because I have a lot of students that's coming in right now. But I wanted to thank you. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. And for you as an individual, you have helped so many entrepreneurs rise up and just live and tell their story. So I'm so excited that I get the opportunity to finally be on your show.
Let's be, if you guys notice the screens and everything, if you notice the people that are supporting Camille, you see the children behind the background. You see her logo, Just Fabulous Care. You see Women Gone Wild, which was the book that she was in, and her story was phenomenal. You know, her life, her story, her impact that she's having out there is just, it's just unstoppable. And we're here to celebrate. We really are to celebrate. And I'm so excited to be here to do that with you today. So we're going to jump into the interview. We're going to be talking about Women Gone Wild in the book, and we're going to be talking about JD3 TV because you have your show on a TV network.
Yes.
And I believe Dr. James Dentley is here today to also be talking about you, and the lovely, beautiful, talented Dame Doria DC Cordova, which she's also in the book with you, is here and talk about the impact that you're having out there as well. The list goes on and on and on. So let's get started here. Let's get this show on the road. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Camille, talk to us a little bit more about who you are and what you're doing.
Oh, Tom, but I am so happy that you guys showed up today just to celebrate me. I just put it out there because Tom kept saying, you have to get some people to talk to. I'm like, okay, I didn't get enough time. He's like, just don't worry about it. Let's just do it. So for me, just being able to provide for families, that's my passion. Just helping everyone that comes in my path. It's not about me. It's about the people that I help. That's what it's about, the people that I help. So I want to introduce you to some of the people that are here to celebrate me. And that's about it. And then you can talk about me later. Let's talk about the people that are here to celebrate me.
Hey, I like that already. Here we go, folks. Get ready for an exciting time.
There you go. Introduce to you a very close friend. I've grown to love this woman. Her light shines so bright that the world can see. And the work that she's doing for people around the world is priceless. I want to introduce you to no other than Miss Dame Doria.
Dame, you have had a great opportunity of working with Camille in several different ways, and you are in the book, Women Gone Wild, with her. And, it's kind of a very interesting thing. When I think of Women Gone Wild, I think maybe we all go nuts. But tell us a little bit about that and your involvement in the book and involvement with Camille, please.
Well, basically, I was going to say when my friends saw that book, when I was, helping everybody, get it out there, they said, well, you finally got found out by the public. All of us who've known you since you were a little girl, we know that about you. And it's interesting because it really is not something about really going wild, like wild crazy, but actually when people sometimes are called wild, when they are doing things that are a little bit different than most people. And when I met Camille, I immediately recognized her as this brilliant light that she is. And I have a very soft heart for children and particularly eradicating hunger. Since I was 27 years old in 1977, I started working on having no child going hungry ever, on the planet. And I have a distinct feeling, and this whole thing about people who actually work on the ground with children, I have such a empathy and also respect, admiration, because times that I have gone and support children who really need support, or being around hungry children or children with HIV, I'm puddles. I cry for days. It's my one weakness. I'm a very strong, powerful woman, can handle anything except children who are in pain. So the Camilles of the world, Camille particularly, Camille Robb, and the fabulous Camille, I have so much respect for and want to do whatever I can to advance her work, because she is on the ground. And that takes a very special person. So then the rest of us are there to support, to send money, to empower, to connect, to do whatever we can. But many of us cannot handle that kind of work. But Camille, her husband, her team can. And for that, I feel completely honored, not only to be in the same book, but to watch her participate in life, participate in different events. And then, of course, she came to my Money and You program, which we knew was just going to accelerate her process and to release certain aspects of her consciousness that may be holding her back from reaching the greatest heights that she can. And with her mentors here, like, the beautiful, beautiful James Dentley and others, then of course, and the power that she has with her husband behind her. What a beautiful human being. Aloha, Albert. So good to know you. And so with that, I just feel honored to be here with Camille and anyone that she has in this platform, because that you know that you're all angels. And I am going to write a book in the future when I have a minute called What If We Are the Angels? So I had this vision once that all the people that I hang out with and many people that I know, we are actually angels and we came here to handle something. And because we are humans and we have bodies and we have, brains and minds and egos, we get into all kinds of little rabbit holes and get in trouble sometimes. But ultimately, we always go to our true north, which is to be angelic and support and love others. So thank you, all of you angels, and particularly our big angel that we are today celebrating, Camille.
Gently pop up on the screen. And I know that he has a major role in Camille's life. I know that they've got stuff that they're involved with. And Dr. Dentley, if you're there, we'd just like for you to take a few minutes and talk about what you and Camille have been involved with. And I think that has a lot to do with your show, JD3 TV and everything. Can you share with us the experience of working with her, the experience of knowing her, and the experience of doing this venture with her?
Camille, she is someone so special with such an incredible light. As a matter of fact, I had set my camera to dark a moment ago because she and her husband had sent me some actual food from their garden. I've been to the Garden of Wonders. We're creating a television show about the Garden of Wonders. And I received a carton of some food that was with dry ice. And I had it in the oven and I was timing everything perfectly. And I said, oh my goodness, if Dana's talking, if she goes 5 more minutes longer, I'm going to burn all my food up. So I had to go and turn the oven off. But I'll tell you, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to eating from the earth, the things that God had put here on this planet for us to eat before we start to gunk it up, I was so impressed and so connected with the work that fabulous Camille is doing with her incredible husband Albert as well, and that great garden of theirs, because it's just not a garden; it is a sanctuary. It's just not that. It's a place where you find serenity and peace and love and spirit and God is all there, and that is indicative to what happens in the garden, to what's happening in their home as they're taking children in from all over the entire world to help make their lives better, to open up your home. And many of us we're protective of our space. We know our real energy is, but when you open up your home to people in different parts of the world, they can expand their opportunity. It also expands you. And I would tell you that Camille Irving, and she's a very astute businesswoman as well. So I'm honored by our partnership in business, but more so by our friendship in life. And I sincerely mean that. We have a good time. We laugh. I remember maybe 2 months ago, we were at Disney World for the Be Great Humanitarian Award. And she and Albert were with us, and we got a chance to be the VIP in House of Blues and watch the Mouseketeers perform, and then go to the Disney park. After they had closed, they opened it back up for us. And we just had the most incredible time. And to be able to share those moments with people you love, care about, believe in, and trust with everything in your being is just nothing more special than that, because you can do many things, but it really comes down to who you are with. And as Dane Doria was saying, the angelic part of who she is that person all of the time. And you can feel her light. I'm an author of 5 Frequencies of High Performance. You can feel her frequency, and it never fails. It's extremely consistent. So when she came to me and said, look, I want to see what you're doing with your television network, JD3 TV, I said, well, first of all, I wanted to find a little bit more about her life and her family and who she was. And when I saw the garden, I said, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Even the animals come to speak to them. Now, you have to understand, when you look at animals, you talk about angelic, you talk about being tuned into the universe, to life itself. Animals have that instinctive ability, and so do we when we get the chance to quiet it down a little bit. She lives that life every single day. I mean, there is a bird, a hawk that comes and speaks to her family on a daily basis, and that they're actually having in their television show. So I'm just honored to be a small part of being able to help them tell their story, to take their story out to the world, to help guide as much as I possibly can. And when I fall short, I'll bring somebody in that's greater than people may think that I may be. I'll bring people in that's even better, or like we like to say in the Baptist church, gooder, that will come in and take their message, their heart, their love, and spread it out. The Garden of Wonders is just not about nutrition. It's about the nutrition and how you're feeding your soul, your life source, and how you're feeding others by how you show up in the world. So I'm honored to be here to celebrate with this today, with this great occasion today. I'm honored that we're going to be promoting and launching from the Wonders of the Garden of Wonders with JD3 TV on that you can get the JD3 TV app, whether you're going to Apple or Amazon, or excuse, not Amazon. I'm getting excited. Apple or your Android. My wife's an Android person. I'm an Apple. I never forget my Apple. But or JD3TV.com. But you're going to be featuring her show there, and we've got reels coming out. It's going to be a real big campaign, and we're really going to be able to spend an hour every single week learning about what it takes just to tap in, to relax your body, and just to love and let love come inside of you and connect yourself with the energy of the world. It doesn't get any better than that. And Camille is going to be leading the charge with the Garden of Wonders.
And that's what this book is. Empowering each other, coming together as one, and making an impact on the world. And of course, I see Leah just showed up. Oh my gosh! So Leah, she is known as the Wealth Witch. Just think about that. Just let that seep into your vein for a little bit. Imagine having control of how you think, how you move, how you make stuff happen from just going in your inner peace. And that's what she does. She teaches so many powerful women how to live a life of abundance. And I want to introduce to you, Leah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much. Like, what a great way to start my day. It's early here, just coming on 9 a.m. in Bali. And yeah, when you asked me if I would like to come and participate in this, the answer was 1,000 times yes. Because, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, I'm a co-author of the Women Gone Wild book as well. And that's actually how we met. And I, from the first time I was on a call with you, you're just such this incredible magnetic personality, but it's this giant magnet of love. Like, you can just, the way that you carry yourself and the love that you have for humanity, I think that's definitely something that we share. And I was so attracted to your energy and who you were. And as we got to know each other over the process of writing the book, like, I've just become so incredibly honored to, be doing this work alongside you, to be standing alongside you as co-author in this Women Gone Wild movement, really, now that we're a part of. And, I think that for me, this book, this Women Gone Wild book and this movement, it is so much about empowering women in all areas of their lives. And, I'm a holistic wealth strategist. So what I teach is holistic wealth. Wealth is not just about our financial abundance. It's about being wealthy in all areas of our lives. And I think every single woman in this book does an amazing job of sharing stories and sharing their journey that helped them get to a place where they were able to acquire and accumulate wealth in an area of their life. And, for me, the work that you're doing in the world is so important right now. And you have my support 100%, when you need it, whenever you need it, whatever the amount, like, I am there to support the work that you're doing because it is so incredible. And, I meet change makers all the time, and I meet people that impact the world, and I meet people that are doing incredible things in the world. But that you got on that call, that Women Gone Wild call, and you started talking about your project, and Rhonda and I stopped everything. We were like, nope, like, stop this conversation. We're not talking about this book anymore. We were like, how can we support you in this? Because that is how important the work that you're doing in the world is. And I'm just beyond honored to walk alongside you in this journey and in this life.
Talk, and I want to introduce you to Dr. Dorothy.
Heavy impact into anything that she does. When I met Camille, I interviewed her on Porch Talk Live Worldwide. And after I interviewed her, I came back and said, hey, you know what? I need you on the show with me.
Right.
I need you beside me. And that is because of the air that she carries with her. There's a certain atmosphere when Camille is in the room. She is funny when she needs to be funny, but she cares about what she does, and she cares about people as well. And that's what I do. I love the idea of having someone that you hear people say, well, I want to connect to somebody like-minded, but truly, Camille and I are definitely like-minded. I love what she does. I support her in whatever it is that she is into. It doesn't make a difference. And I tell her all the time, whatever you need me to do, just let me know. And I will make myself available, because I believe that if you're for me, okay, I am double the amount of time and effort I'll put into you as well.
Absolutely. And that's what we're here to celebrate. So I'll give you a hand clap on that one. It's amazing. It really is amazing what all you people can say about her, because I know the power of fabulous Camille. I've been with her so many times, and I've seen what she's done in the lives of others and the transformation. Camille, now you have somebody else in here. I saw her in here, Barbie. Hey, Barbie. Camille talked to you talked about you the other day, and I mean, she couldn't stop talking about you. You and Camille a little bit here?
Yes, hello. I'm so excited to be here. And I have lots to say about Camille. I met her through the Top Talent JV last year through David Fagan. And it was always fun because I always saw her chatting and it was always like, hey, Camille, hey, girl, it goes back and forth, etc. But, you know, she's in The Women Gone Wild, which is the most amazing book in the original piece of it. And what I love about her is what Pastor Ross was saying is that she's a quiet angel with a heavy impact, but she's so congruently aligned, and she is so in the knowingness of knowing that everything will be provided. So if you talk to her, she'll tell you stories of things of where she will make it happen because she knows it's gonna happen. She was telling me about the pantry during Thanksgiving, where there were 300 families that lined up to be able to get hams and other things. And she was in the freezer with her hands just saying, Lord, please make sure I have enough hams. And there were 303 hams. I mean, that is straight up biblical kind of stuff with the Jesus with the wine and the loaves of bread. I mean, literally in the sense of where she's such an inspirational person in the sense of where it's that she states that, you know, well, God said it and that settles it and that's happening. And so I feel like it's so inspiring to be around someone like her. And as what Pastor Ross was saying, being around like-minded people who are heart-centered, who want to be able to go out and do the same thing. And I feel so blessed that I'm going to be in the second edition of the Women Gone Wild book coming up. So having all of these powerhouse women coming together, these are the kind of people that fire up the world. People like Camille are the ones that, like you said, she doesn't just do one thing. She does two things, three things. She does whatever she needs to do because it's completely in alignment with that is what her mission and her soul calls her forward to. So I am so blessed. I am grateful to be a new friend, and I just cannot wait to see the things that are going to happen in the world. It's going to be amazing.
We have Mayor from Brazil. Mommy, are you speaking English? You're supposed to be practicing English.
I don't speak English very well, but my students love you.
She's from Brazil. Yeah.
The house is comfortable for my students, and they love you. I love you. Okay?
Yes. One of the most bright, outgoing, full of energy, and he has that popcorn movement where he says every child should have clothes, shelter, popcorn, and a movie. And we had the opportunity to take popcorn to Congo. That picture you see behind me, right there, that was their first popcorn and a movie adventure that they had. And Johnny came all the way from, I think it was Fort Lauderdale, came down here and bought us the first popcorn that his company made for us to take to Congo. And I'm telling you, my children them were so excited about it. And I wanted to see, I just said to him, hey, I'm going to be talking. They're going to be celebrating me. And he said, I'm there. See? Look, Johnny, say something.
What I have to say is Barbara and Leah said this quiet angel. Now, Albert, I don't know who they're talking about, this quiet angel. That has not been my experience with your wife. This woman is a trumpet. She is a trumpet for God, this quiet angel. I have met the enthusiastic trumpet for God. And in all seriousness, I have met a woman of God that the Holy Spirit is upon when she speaks. And I had booked her for my girls. Yes, we can feed and clothe every child on the planet and share movies and popcorn with them. Every child should have the belief of watching a movie and being safe and being cared for, because when you're watching a movie, you're safe. You've had your food, your clothing, your medicine, and now you're able to dream. And she got my vision to the children in the Congo. Never had popcorn. Her and Albert taught them how to eat the popcorn, and they watched a movie in French, Alvin and the Chipmunks, but they were loved. There's that that thing of loving your neighbor as yourself, and you deliver. And so this is a woman of God who delivers, and it's an honor to know you, and it's an honor to be here tonight. It's an honor to be on this journey. They are owners in my company. We started a popcorn company, Johnny's Movies and Popcorn. She is the CEO of Enthusiasm, the chief enthusiasm officer, and he's a seed investor, the man of seeds, a seed of faith of food. So anytime, Tom, you have any chance for me to speak about these two, I will be on, because she is a trumpet for God and for goodness.
Wow. And I want to talk a little bit about something you mentioned about the Congo. The Congo, I've seen the pictures and I saw the banner and I saw everything when Camille goes to the Congo. And if you ever saw something, when she got off the plane in the Congo, they had a band. All the people had their T-shirts, and you know whose face was on the T-shirt? Camille. She was like, "Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe what I saw." That what the president of the United States was there? No. This was fabulous Camille. And they were dancing and they were celebrating, and she went there and saw people that she had been helping for the very first time. Camille, talk to me about your work in the Congo, please.
Oh my goodness. So I had a student in Congo, and she introduced me to a whole new family. And one of the student that touched me more than anything else is the one that he lost his mom and he lost his dad, so he had nowhere to stay. And she told me that he needed to go to school. And I said, okay. And of course, my husband said, yes, we're going to send him to school. And then he looked at me and said, so how are we going to do it? So this is perfect, because the person that helped me to sponsor that first child and send him to school was Tina Wong. She's here with me. And it's so strange because people don't understand. If you want it, you ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. And when I asked for it, where are we going to get the money from? I said, don't worry about it. The money is coming. Somebody's going to send me a check, or somebody is coming in the mail, or somebody's going to bring a check. Within less than 2 hours, my sister Tina called me and said, Camille, are you home? I said, yes. She said, which home? I said, I'm at the Garden of Wonders. She said, okay, I got something for you. I'm coming. And she came over and she handed me a check. And that check was exactly what I needed to send him to school. And the first thing she said, I know you're going to spend it on somebody else. This money, and she wheeling it around. This money is for you. Go buy you some shoes or something fancy. And I need to see it. And I said, I have a student that needs this money. She said, here we go again. This girl trying to save the whole world. I said, all it started is with one. I'll make a difference in that one child's life, and he can continue doing the same thing. And we hugged. Next thing you know, that money was in the bank. He received the money. He ended up going to school. Now, 3 years later, he's one of the #1 student in the entire university. #1 student in the entire university. And not only that, he's the #1, he's graduating this month with honors, because one person, my husband and I decided we were going to make a difference in his life. Now he can make a difference in another person's life. So we plant a seed. And Tina, I know you don't like talking, sweetie. Tina, I know you don't like talking, but I want you to say something. And I think this is a blessing from you. Yes, sis.
Yes, I am a little overwhelmed because, of course, you tell that story, and every time I hear that story, I'm in tears. But I just want you to know, I'm not going to stay long, but I just want you to know that your kindness have this major ripple effect on the world, on the universe. And I don't want you to change. I never want you to stop doing what you're doing. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. So keep going. And sometimes we may not understand your reasoning for doing what you're doing, but keep going.
Thank you.
And anything that we can do to help you to align yourself to a greater self, we're all here for you.
Thank
And
you.
that's what this is all about. And I love and appreciate everyone that is here today to support my sister and her husband in their mission. Thank you very much.
We have the person that did that right next to you. Neem is sitting right next to me, and she is a graphic designer. She is actually somebody that's been helping you shine, doing a lot of the work behind this. So if you don't mind, I'd like to have her turn on the mic. And I met her a little bit earlier before we actually started, and she was talking about what she's been doing to make you look so fabulous.
Nim, you go ahead and unmute yourself. So Nim is my personal assistant. She take care of all the graphic work you guys seen popping up, and people say, "Oh my God, well, you're doing a good job." No, it has nothing to do with me. She said, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do. How do you like this?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Okay." She said, "Okay, you need to post." She take care of all of that. She take care of all of my social media, everything you see that's going on, that making me look extra fabulous. She's doing that. That's Nim. Nim.
Thank you so much. And my name is Nimrat from Sri Lanka. So this little bit early morning, but I'm really glad to be here. And I just want to let you know I am not good. I'm not fluent in English. I apologize, but I will manage to introduce myself, and I'll take this opportunity to thanking Camille to giving opportunity to make banners and everything on behalf of her, because she's amazing woman. She's helping people all around the world. Even me, I'm a single mother and with a kid daughter. So sometimes she's helping me. I cannot describe that from whenever I met her. So I don't have a PC to work with, but I'm a creative designer, but she helped me to all the way that she can. So she has amazing art, and so that's what I need to gratitude, and I'm grateful to her to work with and do my best to make a pop-up in social media and everywhere. So she's so amazing, and I'm really glad to work with her and Mr. Albert. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity to creating your behind the scenes.
Now, I have had the distinct privilege and honor to actually spend time with the gentleman that I'm talking to you right now, and that's Albert Robb, the husband of Camille. And what he has been doing out there to change lives has been a part of the Fabulous Care deal, but it's also something else that I wanted to introduce him to, which is called the Garden of Wonder. And Rob, if you don't mind, I want you to tell them basically what it is, what you're doing, and the effect that it is having on so many people out there. Would you mind doing that with me?
Okay, sure, no problem. And thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure. The garden, I started probably about 15, 16 years ago. And my mission is that no one should be hungry, because with abundance of food in this world, no one should be hungry. And one of the things I've learned that a lot of people are hungry because of lack of knowledge or greed and something. So those two main reasons why I think a lot of people go hungry. So I started the garden, said I'm gonna plant some food, and with the kids coming here, we're gonna teach them how to grow their own food, or just to give them an idea of where their food's coming from and what's in it and what's not in it. It's just a basic knowledge of food growing. And so over the years, it started to get bigger and bigger, where I gather so much food, so I decided I just give it away. So we'll take it to the local food pantry, or a lot of time people come by and we give them food. I give them stuff. I give my neighbors and things like that. So.
Absolutely. And one thing that I've really encouraged and I've been talking about is you're also going to be part of JD3 TV and the TV show promoting what you're doing. And that's going to become an episode. And, that's going to impact a lot of lives because you can be not just giving food away, but you're training people how to grow their own food and how to cultivate, because we're at a time and an age where people are really going to need to start doing that again. We've gotten away from that. We've gotten to where, where we're going to the grocery store and that's what we do. But there comes a time if there's a food shortage or there's a time that you need to do that. Because the funny part about this, I was the guest in y'all's home not too long ago. And you made me feel great. I mean, phenomenal. And I walked through the front door and there was just something about you and your wife that was so generous, and the hospitality was so amazing that you took me out the backyard, and the first thing I saw was a swimming pool. Orlando, Florida. We're in this, and that kind of Sunshine State. And I'm thinking, okay, this is it. No, when we walked back the backyard, then we went down the steps. And that's when I saw the most beautiful, most amazing thing I've seen. There was all kinds of plants and vegetables and everything. Tell me a little bit about what's in the Garden of Wonder.
It's a lot of various plants. A lot of it is plants that I grew up seeing, because my mom and dad were farmers. I grew up on a farm basically, so we had cows and goats and all that. So a lot of the food and stuff that I plant is stuff that I grew up seeing my parents plant. And then a lot of time when I travel, we'll bring back seeds and we'll plant them in the garden. So there's a lot of various plants. Like, for instance, I have a date tree that one of my students from Saudi Arabia, he brought dates here. And I decided, I'm gonna try and see if they'll grow. And I planted a seed and it did grow. So now I have 2 date trees that came from Saudi Arabia. So these are the things. I have stuff from Brazil, that I brought back the seeds from Brazil.
Right. And you gave me a plant. Matter of fact, you stuck it in my suitcase when I left your house, which is called the Leaf of Life. Yes. And the Leaf of Life, we have that plant, and we utilize that plant at our house. It's growing and flourishing, and people are taking advantage of it. So tell us a little bit about the Leaf of Life and what that does for people.
It's a medicinal plant, and that's one of the things that I grew up seeing my parents use as a child too. You eat it. Some people just eat the leaves, or you use it to make tea and drink it, or you could just crush it up and make a juice and drink it. So there's a lot of health benefits that you get from the plant.
Yeah, and there was another little red berry. I didn't get that. I guess I still need to get that from you. That
Goji Berry.
What is it called again?
The Goji Berry.
Goji Berry. And that was, I'm a diabetic. I'm not a severe diabetic, but I am a diabetic. And, my sugar level, and I think I'd even left some of the medication when I left to come over to Florida in Texas, and I didn't have that. And you were so gracious enough to give that to me. And that, man, I'll tell you what, that really helped my sugar level. So tell me a little bit about how that, you're growing herbs and things that are natural, all natural farming out here that are health benefits. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Yeah, I try not to be specific when it comes to health. And I know I usually tell them, look, you can look it up yourself and you'll see the benefits. But a lot of the plants that I have here, I have a lot of benefits.
Absolutely, we can't. The FDA won't let us do that, so we won't say that it can heal cancer or anything like that. We just say it's a benefit to your health.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's various plants that we have here that are very and what I've learned over the years that most fruits that you eat, the leaves are very nutritious and have health benefits themselves too. So I'm learning too every day.
Well, you're doing a spectacular job, and that's such a lush garden. It really is, that it has attracted so much attention. They had a film crew out there for JD3 TV, and they were filming as you guys walked through the garden. You probably, I don't know, 20, 30 people there, and it was so much fun. They were
Yeah, it
like
was
kid in
quite
a
a few
candy.
people,
They were in a kid. Yeah, there was a kid. It was like a kid in a candy store. They were so jumping up and down and excited for what they got to see, the sugar cane, the pineapple, all the herbs and everything that you're growing out there. And that's one reason that we're talking today, is because this is something that can benefit so many great people. Not only are you giving the food away, but we also want to be able to help them with the advice of how to do them themselves. Tell us a little bit. Here's one thing that I found really interesting. When you guys found the property, you found it from the air. You're flying over. You're flying over.
Camille is the one that found it.
Flying over the property, and then she's saying, that's the one we got to have. That's the one we got to have. That's the one we got to have. This wasn't really what you were doing in life. This wasn't where you started, and this really wasn't the profession that you had chosen. Talk a little bit about how that transition transpired to what you're doing right now.
Well, yeah, I'm a welder professional. I've been welding for over 20 something years. That was my main profession, you know. So, but we found this house. Camille found it, but when I came and saw it, I liked the place, but I was like, that's going to be a lot of work. It was mostly bushes, and you barely could see the lake. So, and it just changed over the years. And the main reason why I started planting the garden is one of Camille's friends, she was moving from a condo that she had, and she loved to plant too. So she had some sugarcane and some fruits that she wanted me to take. So she said if she leave it, somebody might don't know what it is and they'll destroy it, and she don't want that. So she said, you have enough property here, come and get it. So we went over her house and literally dig up everything by the root and bring it over here and plant it. And that's what, it just kept growing and growing.
Yeah, and I understand years later, I don't know if it was a year later or whatever, she comes back and she's asking about that. And what was that conversation like? 'Cause I think you told her, hey, come on.
I called her a few years later. I said, you need to come see what's going on with what you started. And she said, what? So she came by and she was in tears because she thought that everything was dead. She thought it was all gone. She didn't know, but I was able to give her food from that. And I tell her, I said, not only do I can able to give you food, I've given hundreds of people food from it. And she was crying. She was in tears. You know, so she still remembered every day.
Yeah, I mean, that's the impact that you're having, and the effect that you're having on not just her, but so many people out there. And that's why we're so excited to be talking to you today, because, you know, it really is something that's a blessing and for a lot of people, and we're excited to be talking about that. So I know that we're going to be talking down the road, and you're going to be doing this, that people can actually get you to teach them how, not just to give them the food, but teach them how to do this. So you can give somebody a fish, but if you teach them how to fish, they'll have fish for life, right? Something like that.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So thank you very much for being on the show today. I wanted to get you. I got you in the hot. I got you in the hot seat, and I got you in here to talk to you a little bit about what you're doing. And I'm looking for even bigger and greater things than this.
Anytime, just let me know, and I'm here to.
Oh, you got it. Thank you so much.
And thank you.
Well, Camille, it's so amazing. I see you got somebody else on the screen with you right now. That I believe that's one of the people, one of the students, basically coming over, and I think he jumped into the show. So we had a little bit of him. So if you don't mind, introduce yourself. I know kind of a little bit about you. Go ahead and tell these people who you are, what you're doing, and how that's benefiting you.
So they want you to tell them your name, where you're from, what do you do for work.
Okay. My name is Dahum. I am from Saudi Arabia. I am a lawyer in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. I came here because I am studying English, and I take new test with mom, with the school, with Orlando, with USA.
Wow. I mean, you called her mom. I really thought that was impressive enough to say, hey, yeah, you're part of the family. She makes everybody feel part of the family. And that's what she has. And when these people like you come in, that they become really part of the family. I witnessed part of that in watching you guys on Facebook playing games at the table. I don't know what game you're playing. I don't know what it was. And then you guys were doing a dance off. Rob did some moves. You did some moves. Everybody did some moves. So it's not just the idea of what you're coming there to learn English. It's coming there to be a part of a family, almost as an exchange student, if you want to call it that. But in your own right, I mean, you are an attorney and you're coming in here, and I'm sure that you guys are having fun. So tell me about the environment and what Camille has created and why that is such a benefit to what you're doing.
1 month ago, I have idea. I go back in Saudi Arabia 1 month ago, but I came here 1 month ago with her. Now I want to stay in USA because she and Rob. I can't speak very good, but I want to take idea for me. I feel better now. I am happy with her, with Rob, with Majid. I want now take 3 months plus, 3 months more.
Oh, wow. You're going to
Yeah.
stay longer. You
Yeah.
extended your stay. Wow, that's amazing. That's great. When you come to some place and you want to stay longer, that just means you're having a good time. And and I'm really amazed at the time that you guys are having and the involvement that you've got. And Camille has been doing this for a while. Camille has been really successful doing what she's done. Some of this during COVID and basically came to a screeching halt. Now that things are opening up back now, I mean, we're looking at 2022, we're going to have what, 40, 45, 48 people. You're getting back to full everything. Camille, what does that mean to you to have these people join you and work with you? And how does that really benefit you as well?
So for me, having especially the hum here, as he's in a total different culture. When he first came here, he was with at a different home where he was not comfortable at all. And he wanted to go home. So imagine if he had went home, he would have told about the experience that he had with the first family. That would have given us a bad name. So when he came here and he met with us and realized that not everyone here is a bad person, he was excited. And now he's been here a month, the smile on his face is bigger, the way how he looked at me, and then he started calling me mom. So I was like, okay, now I've earned the right to be called mom, the respect. You know, we are one world. We just have different culture. And once we figure out how to love each other, the culture, it's just a border. We could cross over that border. But he has been a delight being here. And he's learning. We get to talk out loud. We get to laugh. Sometimes, I get excited that I'm talking and he's looking at me and he's like, mom. And I'm like, what? He said, I didn't understand that. So with him being here and he's happy, his mom sees that, his brother sees that, and his sisters sees that. So they are like, okay, you're okay now, so you could stay. Because before they were getting ready to tell him to come home because he was uncomfortable and he was unhappy.
Well, that's the effect that you have on people. That's the effect when I was in your house, how gracious you were. I just felt at home and I was part of the family. You made me part of the family, and that's real. That's real. And that's what the impact that you're having on so many people out there from all the ages. I think, I the little bitty ones to all these old people like me. But yeah, it's fun to watch them come in here and flourish and to see that and to see the impact that you're having with your program. And that's just fabulous care, right? That's just what you provide.
Yes.
So that's part of who you are. And it really is I loved it when I'm introducing you as a concierge service, because that's really what you're providing. And that's why they want to stay longer. That's why they want to, hey, cancel me going back home. I got to stay here some more time. And, so just keep making room for these kind of people, because you're extremely talented. It's a gift, and it's a talent that I love and I see in you. And thank you so much for sharing that with us today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you're welcome to stay as long as you want to stay. I hope I can say that.
You're welcome. Where you're from, and then
My name is Majid. I am from Saudi Arabia. I live with Camille. I've been here like 4 months right now, and it's the best family for anyone, I think. They take care for the people. They help you for everything, and like you feel like you're in your family. The same feeling when you're in your family. The same feeling in this family. And I love
Absolutely. And
everything about that.
you also have some wild dance moves. I saw you dancing on a video the other night, and it was a dance off between you and Albert Robb and a whole bunch of other people in the room. And I'm sitting back and then, wow, they're going to have to teach me a couple of those really, really good moves you guys got going on there, because I don't dance very well at all. But how does it feel? How does it really, really feel to be in this type of environment with people that really care about you and make you a part of their family? Tell me a little bit about that.
I feel so amazing. I feel good because you feel, the same when you are with your family. You feel the same. Because like when I came here, I miss my family. I don't have my family with me. I feel like homesick, if you know the meaning for homesick. I feel like I want my family. I want my mom, my dad, my friends, my aunts, my grandma, everyone. But when you came to this family and you take the experience with them and you do the crazy thing with this family, you feel the same. You feel better, and you don't miss your family. Like you in the same time you miss your family, but you feel the same here. They give you the same feeling with the family. You dance, we hang out with each other. They take care for you. If you're sick, they take you for the hospital. If you want anything, they help you for ID, for anything. You want to go to university, they take you to show you. They help you for everything. I like this thing. They take care for the people, and the way how they like help the people in the another state or the another country. I like this thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, why don't you get your head down a little bit so we can really see your face a little bit? Yeah, there you go. Now we can see you. We saw the lips, we saw the mouth, but we couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm from Ecuador, and well, this has been a really good experience for me because it's like back in school, I had an opportunity for coming here to the US and to exchange, but I didn't want to. I don't know why. Maybe because I was afraid of being alone. But right now, I took the opportunity, and I can say it was a really good choice. Yeah, because well, here Camille honors his nickname of being fabulous. She has been so fabulous with me, with all of us. It's like it feels the family environment. Yeah, it feels really like a real family, and it has been really, really nice. And well, coming to the US at first for me was a little bit scary because it's the first time I'm here all alone by myself without my family. It has been tough at the beginning, but within the days, it has been a little bit more easier. Uh-huh. So
amazing. Can you, in your accent, say fabulous one more time?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Okay. Thank you once again. This is Tom Chester, been your host today on Business Innovators Magazine, Business Innovators Radio, and I have been here today talking to the fabulous Camille Robb. And we've really enjoyed the time that you spent with us today. We encourage you to continue as she moves forward. Now, I would like for Camille to give you some information about how to reach her, how to stay in touch with her, how to really connect with the power of what she's doing, because not only is she's doing that for children, she's doing that for you guys as well. So Camille, can you kind of give us some information more about how they can reach out to you?
Oh, Tom, I wanted to say thank you again for this beautiful platform and for all you guys who came to celebrate me. I am so appreciative of it. Thank you so much. And as you see on my banner, my assistant had everything set up. So all you have to do, she said, just tell him to take a screenshot. And you can meet me at any platform at all. I just wanted to say, Tom, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for this interview. I'm so excited and I cannot wait to see what we can do together. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being here once again. And I want you to reach out to all your guests that were on the show and give them a great big thank you for me. Give them a virtual hug if you need to. Reach out to them because what they did here today in talking about you was just so much love and affection and just basically wanting to support you. So everybody that's interested in supporting Camille, I really encourage you. I completely endorse her. And this is Tom Chesser signing off for now. Have a great day. Ready for an exciting time.